my peoples, welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. In today's video I'm showing you the maddest door you've seen in your life. Look at that, right? That's a window, yeah, not a door. Ready? You can step on it and plummet to your flipping death. These are walking down there. Look at that. 8 floors up. What the flippin' hell? Yo my peoples, now we are in the center of my town. It's called Gabrovo. Used to be communism in the 1989, I think it fell. But anyway, we're right in the center, and this geezer up there is the guy who founded the town. And then this main river here is the main river that goes through Gabrovo. Look at that down there. You fall down there, you're absolutely finished. Here we have my grandma's street cats. That's the mum. And then she just gave birth to these kittens last month. A little geezer sleeping up there. I guess your little geezer's eating this food. Two-cylinder cars from East Germany. Check that shit out. That's the winner of the show. Here we are. Two-cylinder. The thing probably got 50 horsepower.
41.
Here's another one. Here we are. Along with HRE wheels. Got Batman whip. Alright, now this, more my type of car. Absolute Batman whip. Let's give a little walk around. Healthy one. For the size and blood clot brakes. Mental. Absolute Batman motor. Quick video, some knives. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the greatest symbols ever known. The Iron Cross. Another thing that's great about this little town in Bulgaria, if you notice the, I'm not going to say anything, but have a look, it is just all nice and peaceful. No shouting, no stealing. I'm just saying. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm eating these fish, and Jade reckons that it's not normal to eat a fish with the spines and everything still in them. So I'm showing you how I'm eating a whole fish. Yum! Oh, good shower! Oh my days! What on earth? I was mid-brushing my teeth over in town. What the hell? Yo my peoples, you see where we are, in a pool, big vibes and big chillin', big Dylan. Paid $60 to come in here, and it's mineral water, so comes from the ground 100 meters below, comes up 66 degrees Celsius, and they cool it down to, this one's 32, the spa next to us is 36, and then they get hotter and hotter. But man's about to dive in like hashtag Brady. Watch this dive. the size of a snail. It's turbo. Yo, my peoples, we are at a monument called Shipka. This is where the Russians and the Bulgarians fought the bloody Turks and the Ottoman Empire in 1877. And look at the flipping height of this thing. We're at the top of the bloody mountains, and they were outnumbered like, I think, 100 to 1 or something like that. Anyway, check the views when we get up top. There we are. That's the town I live in. Check this out, this is where the Turks would run up to obviously invade Bulgaria. The Bulgarians stood, and the Russians stood here and shot down there. Now we've got a bit of mountain climbing. There we are. Yeah, in the Crocs, pick up the Crocs. Okay, now, look at the house down there. Yeah, so they held the fort. Big up the Russians, big up the Bulgarians, bloody Turks, bloody cock. And here we're about to get to the top, where the main line was, and you can actually see little bullets and stuff if you dig a little bit. Here we go. Here's the point. Check out this. Bash. And here there was 30,000 Ottomans, Turks, coming from way over there, and only 7,500 Russians and Bulgarians. And the Russians and the Bulgarians started running out of ammo, shooting the Turks, so they started chucking down logs and rocks and even their own dead bodies of their soldiers, fellow soldiers, to scare off the Turks. And it worked somehow. And these are the very cannons that they used to blow the heads off. Oh. Why would you do that? She just ruined the clip.
Stop pushing.
We're about to go all the way up there. Coolest building ever. And this here is two giants holding the eternal flames to the torches, and it was built for three of the main reasons: the revolutionary spirit during the communist times of the socialist movement, and then the other one was the eternal flame, the ideology that obviously you'd keep going forever because they thought communism was the best thing ever, but clearly not. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, check that out. We'll go around the side so you can see the star on the other side. But this monument is called Buzludzha, and it was built for the communist leaders to all meet and gather in here. Obviously it's destroyed now, but my grandma in that little blue car in 1975, when she went inside, because when it fell, they weren't looking after it, the doors were not sealed, and she actually went inside the building, and she said that it was really cool. There's paintings in there, there's statues, well there was, and there's decoration, gems on the walls, whatever. Pretty cool. Probably one of the few people to actually go inside here, because I'll show you in a second. It's all sealed off. There we are, all sealed off. And people are stealing all the letters off the wall. This is a communist song that my grandma also knows off by heart. But anyway, that's the inside. I'll show you when this galley gets out of the way. There we are. Here's the entrance. All sealed off. I just found an entrance into this place. Look at that. I'm gonna hop inside and show you. Put it here. Look at this, lads. Inside of the building. Holy moly. Down there. You can literally go inside and go up the top. Now that is epic. Madness. Let me read you some quick facts with that in the background. Mental. Yeah, like that. So, this cost, in today's value, 35 million US dollars. That was spent on a building sitting on top of a remote mountain 1,472 meters above sea level. The red star on the tower wasn't paint. It was made from a special ruby colored glass imported from Ukraine and was illuminated from the inside. On a clear night, it could be seen from over 60 kilometers away. And that town down there, as we were from, Gabro, is far more than 60 kilometers. So it's absolutely mental. Inside was nearly 1,000 square meters of mosaics made from millions of tiny pieces of glass. Around 35 tons of colored glass were used just for the artwork. Over 6,000 people helped build it. The mountain was literally blown up using TNT to flatten the top, and the mountain's height decreased by 9 meters to build it. Last time we were here, Jade didn't know what nettles were, and she was looking for the red ruby coloured glass from that monument, and I told her there's some in there, and she almost put her hand in this whole nettle bush. And look what I've just found. A flipping tick.
You're a tick.
Here, natural spring water from the mountains that Jade's about to fill up a water bowl. Look, right from the mountain. It just runs forever. Call it the eternal fountain. Check it out. Bad man Eurus right here. Got sausage on the bench. Check the Eurus out. Mad thing. Mental. Yo, friends and family. Forgot to film an outro, so here's your bloody outro. That was a clip. That was 2 days worth of stuff. Yesterday we went to the thermal pools, mineral water, and then today we went to Shipka and Buzludzha. And then tomorrow, don't know what's happening tomorrow, so don't know when the next video is. See you later. Oh yeah, it's my grandma's bloody birthday tomorrow, so big ups to grandma. Happy birthday.